It's 5:30 and we do have a quorum. And Angelica has been so kind to be our secretary tonight since Jody's under the weather. So anyway, so the first order of business is discussion and action on the minutes from October 18th. Have you guys had a chance to look over those?
Yep.
Okay.
Did not have any questions or concerns.
We're going to tag team you motion. I
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
We'll just go back and
I'll
forth.
make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second. Well, I guess I have to call roll.
Yeah, you have to call roll. Sorry.
Sadie.
Yes.
Angelica. Melinda.
Yes.
It's going to be fun.
Just bear with us, Jeremy. This isn't
I
our
did it
usual.
this
This isn't what
morning.
we usually do. So, okay. Okay. The next item on the agenda is the discussion and action of financial reports for October, November, and December. And
I didn't have any.
I didn't have any
Question
questions
or
when I looked through them before. So,
The only concern I've got, guys,
Okay.
what I say, is, and I'm going to get with Crawford. I don't understand, I went back and looked at all 3 months, and our encumbered number has fluctuated every month significantly, from October to December.
okay.
And I don't understand why, because if you go to the 4th page, the services, the detailed report has changed in all 3 of those months as well. So I need to get back to Marcia and figure out why that encumbrance has changed every month. And how it looks like we're $20,000 over our spending budget, which when I don't believe we are.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't believe we are either.
I don't either. But like I said, if you look at this report, at face value, we're $20,000 over. And that's used up $42,000 of professional services to help bring that number down. I don't understand that. I don't know why. Somebody with Marcia and figured out. Otherwise, if you just look at the revenues, we're sitting okay. Matter of fact, right now we're $10,000 above where we should be for the 6th month of the year.
Right. Okay.
So that's good. But I don't understand the other side of it. So I'll figure it out. I'll get an answer and.
So I think we should table this item until we know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the encumbrances just bother me because they're
Do you
weird.
think it could be any like past due? Would we have voided out any payments that maybe didn't clear?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I got Marcia. Marcia's not been real responsible lately. Her husband had a stroke, so she's
Oh, no. Okay.
He told me he's fine, but
Well,
she's
yeah.
real busy taking
But
care
that's
of him.
still stressful.
Yes.
And,
Yeah. So try not to
Yeah.
worry too much.
I agree. We should
So.
table it until you can get us an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I have a motion to table this?
I'll make a motion to table the financials until Steve can get a good answer for us.
Okay.
I will second that.
Okay.
Sadie. Yes. Melinda.
Yes.
Angelica.
Okay. Jeremy, you're up.
Okay,
Thank you for coming to visit us.
I'm happy to visit you. It's my once-a-year visit. I am here in regards of the application for financial assistance that was submitted for $2,500 to go towards the hotel expenses for the Lieutenant Governor turkey hunt and the guides. Basically, I think everybody knows that the turkey hunt does bringing in opportunities in economic development. This year, I do know, and actually Steve's going with me, on the 22nd, we're meeting with the Lieutenant Governor. I think he wants to maybe make suggestions for other communities. I had talked with their office and they seem to like the way that we do things. That others may be inviting the same people. It's more of a party. We are doing more of the economic development approach and also touring, not just here in Alva, but we, bring them on a tour to Winoka and try to bring in freedom as well. And so our guest list that we go for are consultants, but we also reach out to different groups and entities. So, for example, if VAP has an opportunity to invite someone to help expand themselves, the city is given that opportunity. Abard Rail Park, for anyone. We do have consultants, a couple of consultants that come in, but we want to give a lot of opportunities to help in our region, as opposed to, I know in some of the past turkey hunts, it was like certain groups of people were assigned and they weren't going to do anything in the region. So we are still committed to doing that. But with this meeting with the Lieutenant Governor, there's a possibility that he may add or request that a few additional guests be invited to our region. And so that's this is going to also help with that. And so that's what I have. Is there any questions that anybody has?
I'd like to make a statement. Last year's was my first year to be able to attend, and it was very nice. So I enjoyed it.
Glad to hear it.
I got to meet a lot of nice people and network too. So
It's always a really quality event. I mean,
I also like to say that I have witnessed when I was with the Department of Commerce as a guest, certain ones, and I think we do it absolutely the right way and the way it should be. We like to, with some of our guests, have a workshop that first day, so we can have community actually come and be a part of it as well. So it's not just inclusive kind of thing. And other communities, from what I've witnessed in the past, do invite the same people over and over, and nothing is really being accomplished. It's more of a fraternity, if you will. Just kind of we're once a year we meet, and I think that's what Steve and I will hear on Monday. The Lieutenant Governor really wants to focus more on that economic development, and so I think we'll be at least in the thumbs up on his part.
I heard a lot of good positive thoughts and feedback on your tour that you guys give. They seem to really enjoy that.
Yep.
At dinner, it was a lot of good remarks on it.
And we already confirmed to do that again. We may start, I'm going to see if we can start our tour in Freedom, and so they can see a little bit of Freedom, but see that chop house. Maybe we'll have lunch there, and then bring the tour as well. And then open up, I think Friday is something we really want to open up a lot more for everybody to meet their guests and kind of do that thing as well.
well, it's a great event. So,
Thank you.
and thank you for all the work that you put into it, and your helpers
Oh yeah.
that assist you.
They a lot of great helpers.
Yes.
Jody is one of them
Yes.
as well. Absolutely.
So we really appreciate you doing that for our area. It's important. It's an
It
important
is.
event. So anyway, okay, anybody have any questions for Jeremy?
I'll make a motion to approve Jeremy Zeller's request for the Lieutenant Governor's turkey hunt for April 17th and 19th for the amount of $2,500.
Seconded. Sadie?
Yes.
Melinda?
Yes. Okay, thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Okay, Jody has responded, and she said that Shauna isn't able to come, but she's sending someone, and they should be here in just a minute.
Okay.
So, can we maybe have an update on the Oklahoma Tax Commission collecting
Oh, yeah.
the sales tax?
Yeah, it's supposed to start in, now you made me lie to you because I just forgot. I think March, either March or
I
April.
thought you said March.
Yeah, I think it's March or April, I think it's March.
Mhm.
He was waiting on some paperwork and I didn't get it to him, but we got it now. He's got everything he needs, so they'll
Okay.
begin in March,
Okay,
so.
Do you know how they'll report it? Like, will you just bring us a quarterly or monthly report?
I think it'd be monthly, because OTC's gonna collect it monthly.
Okay,
So we should be able to get something, or Crawford at least should be able to get something from OTC monthly,
okay,
on that.
Okay.
okay.
So if I remember correctly, it's 2 months in arrears like sales tax, so they collect it in March, and then they would report it in April.
I think that's
they did
right.
it in May.
Okay.
Okay,
If I remember
I
correctly.
think you're right, but anyway, it won't be quarterly like it is now, so it'll be a little more real time.
Yeah.
and everyone has been notified?
No, not yet.
Okay,
He told me to wait till after the first year to send out the letter.
okay,
I wrote our letter, and I sent him and said, it's just perfect. He said, just wait till after the first year and send it to all your hotels,
okay,
and bed and breakfast.
okay,
So, I've got that list, and I've got the letter ready to go,
okay.
so,
Awesome. Thank you for your work on that.
no problem.
Really appreciate it. I think it's gonna,
I think it'll do a big
helpful
difference.
to us.
Yes.
so, and it takes the, monkey off the back of the staff here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and the guessing and something falling through the cracks, because when you
Yes.
get busy in certain times of year, it just kind of streamlines it.
yeah,
so.
I think it totally does. And it's one form that they're paying that tax and the sales tax together.
Yeah.
And so I think that makes it easier too. So anyway, do you have anything else you want to tell us?
We had ground make pool day, obviously. Angelica missed it. We had a record-setting city council meeting last night. 25 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa.
for-
We're out at 7:50.
No, 6:55.
6:55, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This meeting's going to take longer than that today.
Yeah. So, but now now last month was a different story.
It was a marathon.
Yeah, it was, but, and now we got, the bigger thing we did is we, finished our 5-year, capital improvement plan, with OEDA, and, apparently it's been working since 2022, I didn't realize that, but it's, I didn't think it was that hard to do, but we got it done, and what that really does for you, I mean, yeah, it's a nice plan, it's great to have a plan that you may or may not follow it, but it just gets us points when we apply for things like the CDBG grants and all that kind of stuff. If you got that 5-year CIP, that's just more points that you get and moves you higher to the top of the list for grant money. So
Yeah.
it is worth the little bit of work it took to get that done.
Yeah.
So we got that completed finally. Like I said, that was a big thing. I think last month, was it in December? It was December. We approved our food truck ordinance,
Yes.
which now makes them have to get a permit. And that, unfortunately, will be starting tomorrow.
Okay.
That'll be the 30-day mark. So
Okay.
So that'll also help our sales.
that'll help our sales tax because I'll be able to, it's like a double check. So I can send a list of, like they have Nescatunga, and I go to the event organizers to give me a list of all your vendors. Well, if they come down and got a permit, and I've got their tax number, I can put that in a spreadsheet and send that to OTC and say, did these guys report taxes on these days
Yeah.
in Alva? And if they didn't, OTC will go back to them and make them change where they submitted their sales tax from wherever it was to Alva.
Okay.
So it's just a checks and balance, which we don't have right now. So that was painful to get through, but we finally got it through.
So we were working on that for
Yeah.
a long
But
time.
it helps if someone's coming from Stillwater with their
Yeah.
food truck, and then they're going back and filing their taxes, and Stillwater's now
Stillwater's
getting the
getting the
benefit,
sales
when we
tax.
spent our own money there, we're now losing that money for the city,
I
so.
think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
So that'll help. That was a long time coming too. What else we passed in December? Oh, this was so long, it wasn't even funny.
That was the highlights.
Yeah, I was such a number of budget and some other stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the hotel tax thing and the food truck thing seem to be the two that took the longest and drew the most conversation, but that's good because people are actually reading and paying attention
Right.
and asking questions.
Yeah.
So it was worth it.
Yeah.
It'll go up a little bit.
Both those things affect the tourism side of it too, so.
So that's pretty much highlights of
That's really, that's good progress. So it's really good progress. I'll give you guys, while we're waiting, just a small little update on the arena board. The Arena Authority had a special meeting yesterday. We didn't conduct any business. We just had discussion on the upcoming plans and kind of gave some feedback on those, and they're going to be tweaking some of the things a little bit, you know, like, oh, we want to make sure we have outlets in this area. We want to make sure we have enough, you know, heat and air in this, and, you know, so it was that kind of a thing. And so anyway, but it was, I mean, they discussed everything from the, you know, the sewer to the landscaping to the interior of the building. And so it's lots of exciting stuff that's going to be happening to, you know.
Well, I look forward to that groundbreaking.
So anyway, I just don't know how people can't look at Alva and see that these two great projects going on and not think that we're just not a great progressive community.
3 between the pool, the turf. And
Oh, the turf
the
also,
rec-
yes,
Arena Authority.
yes.
Matter of fact, Miller came back yesterday after that meeting. She Miller, and once again, thanks to our CIP, we pulled out our new maps, water maps of Alva. And we're able to figure out that based off where they're trying to put the arena,
Yep,
bringing 10-inch water mains in,
yep,
Yeah.
they
it's
not,
not-
about that.
It's not going to be a problem at all.
And had we not had that, though, it would have been
It'd
a
been-
surprise.
It'd been kind of a guesstimate where those things
Yeah.
were, but now we know where they are. We can tie in on 2 sides and make that loop that runs under where the arena's going to be. So we'll have plenty of water. 2 10-inch mains.
That's
coming
going to
into the
be,
arena,
that's
so.
great. I mean, it's going to be a really cool facility.
Well, and it'll bring in a lot of like these rodeos,
Yes.
event, just concerts and
Yeah.
little mini concerts, and
Yeah.
it'll be real nice.
It's going to be really nice. So, but okay, she said they're coming, so
I just heard the door slam.
maybe,
That clock's wrong.
is it?
By an hour.
It says
Oh, is
it's
it?
on 7.
Yes.
Yeah. The council chambers does not recognize daylight savings time.
Jody says to call Shauna. So, let's call her. Is that permissible?
You could call it recess or 2. Probably what you ought to do.
Okay. I would like to call it 10-minute recess. Is that? Yeah. I don't.
Second.
Recess. I'd like to call the meeting to order again. And at this time, Steve's going to talk to us about the CDs that we have coming due.
Yep, so CD 47978 and then the arena CD both mature here. One matures on the 26th and one matures on the 28th. The recommendation from the Finance Committee last night was to take these back out for bids and get bids for 3, 6, and the 12-month periods, and then just basically whichever one's the best rate, go with it.
Right.
Unless you guys think we're going to need to access any of these funds anytime soon.
No.
Now, I will tell you, there's a new ICS account we have that basically is a CD, but it allows us 2-day liquidity, and there's no early withdrawal penalties or anything like that. It's at a not great rate. It's 4.32 right now, but that's better than 0.2.
Right.
But so, since I don't think we're going to need this anytime soon, I'd recommend going back to CDs. But when it comes time we think we're going to need to pull like that $150,000 out for the Arena Authority, we move it from the CD into that ICS account, and that gives us the opportunity to start pulling
As they need it.
as they need it for that. So,
Yeah, I visited with Todd, and he said that money will be needed once the arena opens.
yeah.
And so we're not in any hurry for it now.
That's
I
kind of
kind
our
of got
thought.
nervous because they were like, we're doing this and it's going forward, and so anyway, that's.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be at least probably a year before I think it's built.
This is Melinda.
So,
Melinda, this is Shauna. So, I've spoken to them. They said they are 5 minutes for any drive.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll wait till 10 after, and then if they're not here, we'll adjourn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
So yeah, so we don't need it, I mean, I just let the finance committee run with it.
Yeah, I think,
I don't-
do we need a motion on that
No,
or anything?
You just needed to what?
Just let us know.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Um,
and the reason I really let you know is just because if anybody had any real heartburn and really thought we should do something else, then yeah, then we need a motion, whatever,
Right.
but as it stands, the finance committee, that's their plan, I just want to make sure you guys are good with it, so.
And so the interest, when it comes through here, does that get reinvested in the
Yes.
CD?
Yeah.
So-
you're CD.
So the 150,000 will have interest on it next time?
Yeah,
Okay.
at 5.47%.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
So-
and the other one is the only one besides the ICS cap that's below 5 of all of our CDs, which is just insane. And I got a feeling maybe we'll get that above 5 when we bid it out here this
Yeah.
coming, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Steve.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
So. But yeah, we will have a little bit of time before that 150 is needed, so maybe it can earn some more money
Oh, yeah.
for the arena authority before. So, okay. I'd like to call another recess. The Northwestern Youth Winter Rodeo Association is not available to present to us tonight. Do I have a motion to table this?
I'll make a motion to table this event request until the next scheduled meeting.
Okay,
And I'll second it.
okay,
Sadie,
Yes.
Melinda,
yes.
and Monica.
And then do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
Second.
Yeah, you really don't have to have a motion to adjourn.
Oh, you don't have to, okay.
I can never remember.
I can never